The second worst kind of guy to date. All right, this is the second worst kind of guy to date, and I'll be honest with you, it's almost impossible to try to change him. It's a specific kind of guy that I realized is almost undateable because you just can never change him. Right? One second. 10 seminar. It's like they're almost undateable because you just can never change them, right? So we're gonna talk about that kind of guy and how to identify that kind of guy and why you cannot change them. All right? Okay. All right. Let's begin this. And then I'll be honest with you, it's a little sad. Don't get me wrong. It's sad, but it is what it is. These kind of guys, where unfortunately, when they were raised, they were just scarred to the point that they just, even themselves, they cannot change. All right. So this is the kind of guy, right? These are the signs that and the kind of guy is this: an avoidant kind of guy, a guy that has developed an avoidant attachment. All right. So let's find out what are the signs that he's an avoidant kind of guy. And let me tell you why you can't change him. Look, man, these kind of guys cannot even change themselves. These kind of guys are not even aware why they behave that sort of way. So let's find out what are the signs. One, and how to test them, okay? One, this kind of guy continually sends mixed signals. He'll call you a lot. And by the way, this kind of guy will look borderline narcissistic, but they're not. They'll call you, right? They'll contact you a lot, and then all of a sudden they'll stop contacting you. They'll miss you a lot, and then all of a sudden they'll want your space, right? So this kind of guy talks about making plans, talks about commitment, or better yet, they don't even talk about commitment, but they'll talk about spending time together, and then they'll back off and get cold feet. He's the kind of guy that'll leave you at the wedding, right? The next sign is that this kind of guy values independence. This kind of guy says, I value a woman who's independent. He'll even encourage you to be independent. He'll look down on neediness, right? He'll call you. You'll know when to call him and when not to call him because he has independence and because he's busy. He doesn't like being interrupted. He wants you to be independent. Now, you want to know why? Because he doesn't like getting too close. This kind of guy values his independence, not because he wants you to be independent, but because he cannot handle intimacy. The next is that this kind of guy, the next thing about this kind of guy is that he keeps strong boundaries. They have a desire for space, or else they'll get aggressive or passive aggressive with you. They'll say these are your things and these are my things. They don't like you leaving shit at their place, right? They have a strong preference for either meeting you where you live or meeting him where he lives, but there's no in between, right? This kind of guy will separate you and wants to keep distance between you and his family and friends. All right. The next thing is that this kind of guy is looking for the one, looking for a woman who is perfect, looking for a woman who has so many perfections that it's almost impossible to find. And you want to know why? Because they really don't want to find it. They set their standards so high that it's almost impossible for anyone to meet it. The next thing is that he struggles trusting people. He's afraid of getting too close because it'll feel like to him he's losing power. He believes that partners limit his freedom. He thinks that women act nice until they're married. You know, he insists on having prenups and avoids marrying because he believes that he'll get taken advantage of. So he's very defensive. He thinks women are evil. He doesn't communicate what he wants clearly. He never clearly tells you his plans for the future between you and him. He's always pushing the plans for the future for later on. He's too busy. He's not ready. He's trying to get his career ready. He pushes commitment down the road. This next kind of guy, you never know where this relationship is going. He leaves the future in a murky and unclear way. He never says he loves you, or better yet, if you say, do you love me, baby? He'll say, baby, you know what I feel about you. He never directly tells you how much he loves you, even if he loves you, right? He struggles communicating feelings of his feelings and intimacy, right? He shies away when discussing intimacy. when you bring up a hot relationship topic, a topic that relates to both of you guys, he doesn't want to talk about it. Right? He has an uneasiness with your family and your friends. He doesn't want to meet them. He doesn't want to meet your child after a few months of dating. He doesn't want to meet the motherfucker. Right? This kind of guy will never change, ladies and gentlemen. When you're meeting this kind of guy, do not put on your fucking mechanics. Do not be about to build it. You are not going to change him. It is better to leave him. And I am sorry if you're with a guy and you think you're almost there. You're saying, oh my God, I'm close. You know, he said he only has one more project left. Bitch, please, man. He's not going to change. And I'll be honest with you, I feel bad for people who are in that situation because what keeps them is hope. They're prisoners of hope. You have a little glimmer of hope. You think you're almost there. He's saying, baby, just give me one more month, one more week, just a little bit more, and I'll be there for you. He's only saying that because he doesn't want that close commitment. This kind of guys with avoidant attachment styles will never change. They will never change because they never received the love they wanted from their parents, and even if you give him that love, he'll feel too suffocated and pull away. These kind of guys will never change. I'm like that. I'll be honest with you. It sucks that I'm like that. Because this is how I am. This is literally how I am. And God, I wish I was different. It sucks. I mean, and people were asking me in a seminar, Alexis, how do you change that? Bitch, I don't fucking know, man. I'm trying to change that too, man. I'm trying to change that within myself, and I can't. So when I tell you how to deal with it, I'll what I'm noticing is just learning how to embrace the feminine within me and learning how to love people and stop projecting my fantasies onto other women. That definitely has sort of helped me in a way, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It just feels so ingrained in me, and I don't know how to change it. And imagine a dude who's not as self-aware as I am. I don't know. It's just hard for them to change, man. It's better to either be the same way he is, which it still doesn't work, right? Because those kind of guys still want your validation, or hopefully I don't know. There's just no hope for those kind of guys, man. It's just hopefully they change and they find somebody once they change. Then you're just not gonna be in the picture to change them. It is what it is, man. I talk a lot about this in my course on natural chemistry, so I will check it out and see you guys inside. All right, peace out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even a dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. and how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.